All right, welcome back, everybody. Sorry I haven't been posting a lot. It's just been hot and not doing a lot, and I don't know, doing things with my parents and stuff. Getting ready for my sister and her family to come down in the upcoming week. But I guess I got to do some footage because my twin brother guilt tripped us. Excuse me, my twin brother guilt tripped us into making more videos. I guess we're part of his daily routine or weekly routine or whatever. So I guess we'll go ahead and just show you what we've been doing and what we will be doing. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on over here. All those are turkeys. Those are our turkeys, not wild turkeys. And that's our Dobby, and he's trying to herd them to go back to the chickens, I think, which is not where they're supposed to go, because normally they hang out in here. That's actually one of the tasks for the day, is to move that out of there. And that's going to a friend, and take down that netting, and then we're going to take the Thunderdome and put that over here so they can start grazing that way. This is our chicken tractor. I'm sure you've seen it. We're going to go ahead and move that over there, getting ready for the next batch to come out. And I guess we'll go ahead and just get to it. It also looks like we're going to have to cut some grass, but I'm going to hold off on that. That's probably going to be a nighttime project because it's kind of warm. Dobby, keep an eye on those turkeys out there. Make sure they don't go out to the street. I almost forgot something. Before we get crazy dirty, I got to go cut up some fat. Jamie likes to render down the fat. She uses that for her, so I'm sure you've seen that in the videos that she puts out. So let's go ahead and do that for her since she's at the market. Oh, there it is. Now I'm not sure if those are the right scissors to be using, but I used it. So, sorry babe, love you. Alright, the netting is up. I'm going to go ahead and, excuse me. Alright, sorry. The netting is up, so I'm going to go ahead and put that stuff away. And then start working on that thing to get that thing ready to get out of here. All right, I'll be back. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on to save battery life, and hopefully this thing doesn't overheat. All right, so now we're ready to go ahead and start working on this giant monstrosity. So I'll show you what I did and what I need to do. So if you look over here, all of that's separated. That piece needs to be scabbed because that 2x4 is broken. And it looks like that might need to be scabbed too. Just go around and make sure all the screws are in. So what happened is I kind of got mad at the whole system. It wasn't doing what I needed to do. If it's crazy heavy, and it's better if it's just a stationary temporary chicken coop or turkey coop. So I got mad while I was on the tractor trying to pick this thing up, and it wasn't working out. So I went ahead and took the forks and I stabbed it right through that thing to pick this whole thing up. So here we are. Now I gotta fix it, and then I'm gonna give this to a friend of ours, and then they can fine tune it if they want to. All right, let's go ahead and get to it. Dobby, did you go swimming? You're like the swimmingest little dog I've ever seen. Look at you. Are you Labrador? Oh, thanks. All right, let's get to it. Alrighty, so let's call it the No-Go Pro overheated again. So I went ahead and stripped off the entire outer housing on this thing, and it doesn't have a side portion where you insert the battery. It doesn't run on it's not running on a battery, the internal battery anyway. It's running on a battery pack. So I don't know where we left off or where it cut off, but I went ahead and just go ahead and finished up reinforcing this thing. I'm not going to scab it. I'm still going to call them up and see if they still want this thing. I have no idea if they do because, you know, it's kind of beat up. But if they want it, they can have it full freezy. Well, that project's done. Let's go ahead and start on the Thunderdome. We'll get that thing moved over here. And then we'll put on the new tarp for that. And that's where we're going to be putting the turkeys. All right, so the GoPro looks like it's allowing me to get a few more minutes of footage before it decides to die. What I've been doing is just really picking up a bunch of stuff and moving a bunch of things. So let's go ahead and move this back into the goat kidding area. That way we can start working on putting a tarp on that Thunderdome. Hopefully you can hear me, I don't know. Yeah, so we got the turkeys moved into here, and I've got a new tarp I'm going to put over the top of this. I'm just going to zip tie it. It should be enough. If not, then I'll just adjust fire later. All right, let's go get that zip tie. Let's go get the zip ties and the and the tarp. Alrighty, so I got this this mesh thing that's not what I wanted. So it's up there. I'm gonna have to get a new tarp because I need it so the turkeys can stay out of the rain. The other issue I noticed is this is not the right size. So note to self, when I gotta go take a measurement, I should probably do it myself and not ask Jamie. Love you, hun. All right, let's go ahead and take a break, eat some lunch, and move over some turkey things. All right, be back in a bit.
So it is the next day because we had to, well, Jesse had to pause his projects because we had a situation here on the homestead that kind of took priority over fencing and turkeys and stuff. And it's kind of a poopy one. So we go and check in on Jesse, see how he's doing over here. Is it because you didn't have a sandbox as a child?
That's exactly what it is.
Is that why you like playing in the dirt so much?
Yeah. So what I think is going on here is I just try to run the snake through it to see if there's a clog there. Sure enough, there's definitely a clog, so I gotta find out if there's a flapper valve there and go in there and try to finagle that loose or get rid of it altogether. And that's what goes out to our leach line. Our leach line.
Yeah.
Only one in there.
Lucky us. So what happened was we have a very small septic tank and we have one leach line and no distribution box. And the fact that I know all about these terms when it comes to septic tanks kind of angers me because we've never had luck with septic tanks. We have replaced distribution boxes in our house in North Carolina. We replaced the entire septic at our old house down the road. We replaced that septic and then we added more leach lines because it still wasn't adequate. And now we're having issues with the septic. But we refused to replace it because we were building in a year and we're going to need to put a septic tank in for the new house. So there's no point in putting a new one in here that we're not going to be able to use once we build the new house. So it started to back up, which told us that the tank was full yet again. So we just had it pumped like last month. which tells us there's a clog somewhere. So the leach lines aren't doing their job. So that's what Jesse's trying to troubleshoot right now. So it looks like we figured out what the problem is. I don't know if you can see, but that bluish green pipe is supposed to be connected to that white pipe. And they are not connected in any way at all. I don't know why they are not connected, how they got disconnected, because not only is the leach line lower than the drain, it's also pulled away from it. So I wonder if they were ever connected at any time. Now, one of the perks of living out in the country is where we live, if you have over 10 acres of land, you don't need a permit to do pretty much anything. So we'll be able to hopefully fix this ourselves. We don't have Little Blue anymore, which had our backhoe on it. We sold her a long time ago. But thankfully we have great friends that have a tractor with a little backhoe on it. So they're going to bring it over so we can, well, so he can dig a trench, which will be a lot easier than trying to do it by hand.
This took forever.
Yeah, this little hole right here took almost an hour. Because welcome to Arkansas, where we grow ticks and rocks. So, fun times.
You know what size that pipe is? Is it 3-inch maybe?
Well, you can take the poopy end with us that's broken off, can't you?
Yeah, I can.
Right.
Hello. Alright, so here's where we're at. I dug this out. My friend, our really good friends, Mr. Terry and Miss Wanda, brought over their tractor with a backhoe, and it made quick work of this, really quick. And then I found the pipe, that broken part. I found that part. I did that. So I had to dig it out even a little further back, dig it out with a shovel, got under there with a screwdriver and a little shovel trowel, like a good old, what are those, archaeologists?
Yep.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. I should have Gavin out here.
Yeah, he wants to be a paleontologist. That would have been great practice for him.
And so now we're gonna go to B&B and, excuse me, the hardware store, and get a piece of pipe to go over here to there, and some unions, and hopefully we can wrap this up today. I'm not sure if we're going to, but hopefully. What?
Do you want to explain what you're doing?
Well, I dry fitted the pipes. Now I'm gluing them together.
Very technical.
Yes.
It's important to make sure you get the right pipes.
Yeah. go. Whew. Well, there it is. It's a little off, but hopefully the fall will take care of that.
It's not a total, Betty. But hopefully it drains. We'll find out in about 2.5 weeks, because that's about how long it takes the tank itself to fill with water and other fluids. Blech. Alright, y'all. So we're gonna backfill this back probably and call it a night.
Yeah.
Because it was, I think, what, 93 was the high today, and humidity was, I think, 85%. So yeah, it was like the perfect day to play outside. Hence why we've got my market canopy, and Jesse even brought a fan out just because there was no breeze today. But he got it done, and hopefully it holds. We just need it to last us a year. A year max. That's all we need. So fingers crossed it does. And if you want to find out if it does hold or not, be sure to subscribe, because if it doesn't, we will definitely let you know. But hopefully we can just forget this ever happened and get back to other projects that need to get done. So.
This was a good change of pace. I'll be real though. I have a mad respect for people who do this for a living.
Oh yeah, it is definitely a poopy job.
Oh yeah.
But you stink, and you need a shower.
Yeah.
So be sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.